Dear Santa, no, I'm kidding. Happy New Year, everybody. It's the 1st of January 2019. And this is, of course, Bootleg Buster Toys episode 38. That's right, we're on our 38th episode. Two more, we'll be on our 40th. But anyway, continuing this subject, I just call it a random one because you're not going to see some photos maybe, but because I'm just putting it off my chest because I have so much stuff to do within this year and from previous year too, but what can I do? It's life itself. On my far left, with this kind of lanky guy, it's SUPERPIKABAT. Think of it as Pikachu meets Batman meets Superman. And of course, within this year, there's going to be a new Pokemon movie, The Detective Pikachu, which I'm not excited to watch because Pokemon was not that great for me. It was good, I like the animation, don't get me wrong, but somehow it doesn't deserve a film. And continuing to the next one with, The Mouse Detective, or what's it called? Sorry, give me a minute. I forgot, that's it. Yeah, oh sorry, The Mouseman, sorry, not Mouse Detective. And the reason I call it the mouse detective by accident because I'm doing a comic book, which is this thing right here. As you can see, I'm at issue 3. I'm on issue 4 too. So yeah, it's the Mouseman. And to my right is BATMONO. It's basically BATMONO. Yeah, BATMONO. It's based on a Tone Tank toy, which is basically a parody of Batman meets ape meets human meets alien. I think it was, yeah. And basically, superpowers very intellectual with mathematics. So yeah, this is my tribute to him. And also, you see my channel, I did a parody trailer based on him, which I'm going to upload again because I made a mistake. And of course, here my all-crown jewel has to be Stanley Ranger. Think of it, Stanley meets Power Rangers, because he passed away last year. May God rest his soul, rest in peace. May your character live on forever through Marvel legacy. And of course, to his right, or to my right, sorry, is Danger Mouse, the greatest skater in the world, and his sidekick PENFOLD. And also within this episode, we got a bonus figure, which is this figure right there. The of course new acclaimed Joker coming out this year, and of course we'll talk about that later, so let's continue with the show. So yeah, this character right here was all made by hand, made by chicken wire, two layers chicken wire to have a skeletal kind of thing, or skeletal figure, sorry. And of course it's all covered in super sculpted clay, so I put it in the oven, gets rock hard, and of course, you know, if you're lucky, it may even break out quite easy. As you can see on this leg right here, it's a bit broken, but it's alright. It gives a kind of a joint. I was thinking of doing it, give it joints, but it looked kind of a bit crappy, so I just left it as. And I know I should bend that leg. I did it before with mini put, but it got broken, so I leave it as is. And also, this is based on one of my small press comics in thunderboltscomicsuk.webby.com. It's basically all my parodies, or basically homages to characters, such as this character right here, which is a homage to Batman, Superman meets Pikachu. And originally, this was supposed to be like, if I could recall, when I made this figure, I was supposed to make it sort of like a Daredevil or would-be kind of Batman thing. I don't know. I think I tried to do something, but I thought, let me do my character that exists. I might turn it to a movie soon to give a middle finger to the Pokemon film. Oh, sure. Anyway, that's it. SUPERPIKABAT. And here is the Mouseman. You know that term, am I a man or a mouse? That's basically what it is, really. It's a homage to a phrase that says, are you a man or a mouse? And of course, it's another ha-ha joke to the whole Batman franchise stuff. Why would a man dress up as a mouse? So that's basically what it is. And this was made out of a 5-inch bootleg toy, of course, as I usually do, like something like this. As you can see right now, it's all painted black for a new toy coming soon. So it's basically one of those toys. Put mini put on for the face, and of course the jacket's made out of felt fabric. Yeah. I think in my channel you can see a bit of a homage to this character. I don't know, but I did so much stuff. It's ridiculous, really. I got to tell people, enjoy life while you can. You never know you're gonna go someday soon. I'm trying to do that too someday. But you know what, I'm happy with what I do. I wish I could make loads of money out of it, but money's not important. It's about life and experience. You never know you're going to live today or live tomorrow, so yeah. But I like this one because like it kind of has a Mickey Mouse Batman scenario to it, so that's why I like looking at it, so yeah. And what else am I going to say? Yes, it. And also, yeah, you can see the triangle like Superman parody, and of course there's a mouse logo. And mind you, this is not a parody of Disney, it's sort of a middle finger to Disney and sort of a parody to Batman, so yeah, a detective mouse you can call it, as I said previously by accident, so yeah. All painted acrylic, no spray can use, no varnish can use. Surprisingly enough, most of these figures I don't really varnish because you can't really trust varnish these days because you never know they're gonna leave like a wet sort of feeling to it, or it's gonna fucking or it's gonna flipping at least just make it look tacky, make it look sort of dumb. But anyway, continue to the next one. This one right here is based on a bootleg toy called BATMONO. Yes, it's half man, half ape, half bat. And his intellectual power is mathematics, yeah. The reason I want to do is because I like the idea that some dude just picked up a random bootleg toy, as I make my toys from, some cheap knockoff toys, and he made like a Batman / parody character to it. I like it because it looks so unique and looks so kind of one of a kind, if If you just write BATMONO, you'll find the figure just like this, but more bulky, like a He-Man kind of thing. But I made my one kind of lean because I wondered what it looked like in reality, so this is it. And I said before, I did a parody trailer based on this because I wanted to know how it looked like a superhero movie or something like that. It's not that, well, it's alright, but it was a parody, but I was hoping to turn it into a movie, but it doesn't matter. All this painted in, I think I painted this in black spray paint. Oh, no, I didn't. I painted in acrylic, and it feels like it looks like black paint, but no. But I gotta admit, when I did the teeth, I actually cringed because it looks so ugly when you do it in raw milliput material, because it's all grey and not so coloured. But when you colour it in, it's like, oh, it's not so bad. But I got it anyway. The boots done with gold acrylic, gold Posca marker. Not very good because, as you can see, it's a bit split out, but don't worry, I accept it for what it is. And I think the wristband, the belt done by a brush Posca marker, same with the white. So yeah, everything was painted acrylic, except for the boots was painted with Posca, and the belts and the white detail done by a brush Posca marker, which is, wait, just a minute. This pen right here, as you can see, yep, the thin layer, which got a bit of a button to make it thicker, or to bring out more paint. There you have it, BATMONO, and also the cape was done by felt material, obviously. And of course, my pride and joy is the Stan Lee Ranger. I found this on Instagram. There's a picture of Jason David Frank, who played Tommy Oliver in the Power Ranger series, and next to him was Stan Lee, and they're both dressed up as Power Ranger. And when I saw it, I just literally gobsmacked, just got surprised that the image was so much like a Power Ranger and looked cool, because I mean, Stan is a Power Ranger. I mean, it's a wonderful idea. I mean, he's always a superhero to us comic book geeks and fans and fanboys and fangirls, call it what you will. It's a shame that we lost him last year. May he rest in peace. Thank you for giving us Spider-Man, all the other great characters in the world, and we'll continue your legacy of what we do best, such as right here. And also the dudes that don't like him, go screw yourself. You don't know what you're talking about him. Sorry for keeping the toys in and out of the frame, because I'm trying to touch my phone so I can remember what to say next. Because like I said, we'll talk about the bonus figure, which is right there. So continue with this. Stan Lee Ranger. This figure was bought in a, if I can recall, it was in a yard sale. That's a yard sale in Holloway, where they sell like anything like toiletry or anything second-hand stuff. Yeah, most second-hand stuff or first-hand stuff if you're lucky. But anyway, I bought some figures from a lovely lady, and you know, she said free for, I think it was free for £1 or free for £2 or something like that. I don't remember, but it was such a good bargain. I might go there soon to make some more if my parents don't mind. But I'll continue with this. I did the helmet out of milliput, and so the shoulder pads, and also the leg pads you got there. Trying to make it like a web style. And yep, all painted acrylic. I think I did it within 2 or 3 days because I was so excited to just finish it, because I mean, it's such a wonderful piece. Like I said, it's my pride and joy within last year, because I mean, it's a homage based on the great writer himself, Stan Lee, and may he rest in peace, and may he be happy with his wife in heaven. So yeah, I wasn't emotional doing this, but I just love making homages based on great people. And also the signal was done in milliput too, which was quite hard to do because I try not to do it so tacky or so I hope you can see it for this camera. I'm trying to do it so tacky or so dumb or so sort of how it clunky. So yeah. And also that was painted acrylic. I think, you know, I think I might have painted it in spray paint. I don't know. Sometimes I don't even know how much I paint, what techniques I use to paint these things, but I do anyway. So yeah, I might have painted it in the spray paint, but I think I did it in acrylic because it's more cheaper to do. It's not less expensive, and no one's gasping for air. And this is Danger Mouse. As you kind of see, it looks kind of a bit unusual. It's not like a friendly cartoon mouse character that you see in the original cartoons. But I did it to make it look lean as possible, because rumour has, or not rumour has it, as you can see in my channel, I did another trailer based on this character. So I'm hoping to do a sort of a short movie based on it within this figure using itself. I did it with 2 coated grey acrylic paint, and I also painted it white. And that's a good idea. Always do your double coats first. Do one coat of a colour that's not the character, and then paint it in the full colour that the character's going to be. Because when you scratch it, you don't get to see under the real figure's colour, if that makes sense. Yeah. So let's say this figure was yellow, and I painted it grey, and I painted it white, and I scratch it, you don't see any of the well, if you're lucky, well, I did it with this one, you may not see the real figure's colour code. So yeah, but I did it anyway. Hair was done by milliput, which I like, all painted acrylic. That was done by Sharpie, and of course a bit of Sharpie, and so with the eye patch and the detail face. He almost looks like a Batman character, so it looks quite serious, but it's cool though. And I was hoping to finish the movie this year, if ever. And here's PENFOLD. I did this before the Danger Mouse because I was so excited to do a small 4-inch figure. As you can see, Danger Mouse 5-inch, that's 4-inch kind of figure. The hairpiece was quite a nightmare because I didn't know how to do his hairpiece, because you know his hair's kind of like 2 threads of hair. I didn't know how to do it, but I was lucky enough to do it, so I'm thankful for this. And for those who watch Danger Mouse, he is not muscle. I repeat, PENFOLD is not a muscle guy. If he was this, he wouldn't be in danger. He would just be a flipping, you know, a great psychic, like the best guy since perhaps Nightwing or even Robin himself. But this character is so clumsy, so scary, and he's just a fun, laugh out loud kind of character. But anyway, I'm proud of this one too. It's quite funny to see how a character can look so muscly and so cool. I think this was painted in acrylic. Yeah, I just don't know because I'm so forgettable with my techniques. I'll say acrylic paint, Posca marker, and that's it. Yeah, a bit of Sharpie for the eyes because brush paint can really smudge it up and stuff. Yeah. And now for the bonus round. Drum roll, please. Mr. J himself, the Joker, based on the up and coming Joker film by, I guess, DCU. I don't know, but write the comments for me. Oh, sugar. Based on the up and coming Joker film, starring Joaquin Phoenix. If that's his name. I'm sorry, I'm trying to read his name from my phone, but I can't pronounce his name because his name's unusual. But Phoenix I can understand. But Joaquin Phoenix is gonna play this one. I was surprised he got the role because I thought Jared Leto, who did Joker in the Suicide Squad film, was gonna do it. But it's showbiz, as a great man once said. This was from a, if I can recall, I forgot the figure's name. I think it was called. If you look at my figure, I put the links about this figure because I uploaded it in my Figure Realm account, so you see much about it. So yeah, and so this is painted by I think it's High Ground or High Standard figure. I'm not sure. I bought it for £3 at a pound shop. And I thought he looks almost like the Phoenix portrayal of Joker in 2019. I thought let me just do it for the sake of it because it looks great. I didn't want it to be bought by anyone, so I painted it myself. But unfortunately I didn't get the colour right for his jacket because it's probably like a burgundy purple rather than a purple like Mr. J itself in the original comics. But I did what I could. Painted it all in acrylic. The hair was done by Sharpie, so was the face. I hope you can see it. And I'm hoping to put the photos in it. If not, this will be like a new raw edition of Bootleg Busters figures because I'm just saying as it is because I've got no time left, so I'll just do what I can. And also, that's his image. That's it. Hope you can see it good here. His image. As you can see, he's not skin bleached. He's basically fake painted himself. Because in the original comics, he fell on top of acid, got his skin bleached, turned white, and then became the Joker. If that makes sense. If you guys will read comics and watch films. But anyway, I don't know about this one. It looks interesting, but let's hope it does well. And it's kind of like a homage to Heath Ledger's one in Dark Knight. So anyway, here you have it. Bootleg Busters, episode 38. All done in raw. No censors included. So here it is. SUPERPIKABAT, the MOUSEMAN, BATMONO, Stanley Ranger, Danger Mouse, and his psychic PENFOLD. The bonus figure, the Joker. Hope you like this episode. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe to our channel and leave a comment.